Right, hello everybody, this is ProductShard, and today I'm here playing this new demo of a game called Runners. My mic may sound a bit different to usual, because I've got a new one, and it's really weird, because it's like now just a stand mic rather than a headset one, so I've no idea how close or how far away I should be, so this is kind of a test. So if there's any points where it sounds better or worse in the video, then let me know, and I'll have a look into it and try and get the best quality out of it. But hopefully it's not too bad. I may sound a little bit different, but hopefully not too different. But this game is called Runners. You can see all my stats from the game I've played already, but it's just a demo. It's not too long, but I'll show you what it's all about in a minute. There are tutorials you can do, but I've done them. So we'll just go into an adventure on regular difficulty, and first of all we get to select a passive ability and a class. So we can pick between the Blessing of Human, Elf, or Orc, Golem, or Dryad. This I don't understand, because is that then 80% of 200? Maybe. We're just going to pick the Human at the moment. You can either have +5 to all stats, +2 to rune levels, -2 to stats. Damage is increased by 1% for every 2 life missing. Bonus caps out at 50%. That's pretty damn good, to be honest. Defense increased by 5% per second. Defense caps out at 30%. Taking damage will reset the defense bonus. So, other than this one, which I don't know if it's programmed how I think it is, then it's pretty good. Then it's good. Or the rest of these are in the full game, but obviously not here. You can still see what they are, so you can see what you would get in the final game. Oh, there's a locked character. We're going to pick the Human one just because I've played with it before. Then we can pick between Paladin, Swamp Mummy, a Mystique, Ranger, or Priest of Thoros. Each class has, you can press Q and it will use a certain ability. So the Paladin's causes every source of damage to create a damaging nova of energy for 2 seconds. Blocks all damage for the next 4 seconds. Next spell cast has +15 to all rune levels. You'll kind of understand that soon. I don't even know to understand it at this point. Focus for up to 5 seconds, releasing a flurry of arrows based on the time spent focusing. Casting a spell early will end the effect. Cures all debuffs. We're going to go for the Paladin just because I've used it before. And then we can pick one of these spells, just a level 1 spell, to use at the beginning. Which one should we use? We'll just use Spark like I did the first time, and see what happens. We are placing a Paladin with the Blessing of Humans, and there's some text if you want to read it. I feel her deep beneath the ground, she calls to me, and I feel my shame. So we are this character here. We are a Paladin at the moment. Using WASD to move. Then up here, the left click is this Spark. Oh, it even shows you a range. That's cool. Left click will use the first ability if we have a spell here. Right click. Then 1 and 2 will use these. This is our health bar underneath our XP. When we get XP, we level up and we get to choose extra abilities. This is our lightning ability at the beginning. They're all just straight like projectiles at the beginning, but you will see hopefully at some point how it gets a bit more exciting. So I'm going to come in here and run around and kill these guys, and then we'll see what loot we get, and hopefully that should let me show you some other bits. But we're going to gain XP from everything we kill. They're all they have spells, some attack with melee, some spells, and just they all make very odd noises. I will say that. But the lightning happens very, very quickly as a projectile, so it's allowing us to damage them very easily. That's why I prefer this spell. I've only played it once and I managed to complete the demo, so it's not the most difficult on the most difficult difficulty that's on the demo. This is just to pick up heart, so you can get that and gain some health back. The map, you can press tab and the map comes up in your stats. You can see we got +5% to most of them, which is just from us being having the Blessing of the Humans. So there's a lot of these, so I'm now going to use my ability, which every time I get hit, it will release a big Nova thing, which is going to damage a lot of people around me, but that has a really long cooldown compared to the rest. We're going to try and kill these hives, or whatever they are, so that they stop spawning stuff, because a lot is becoming a lot of things, but we'll just train them like we do zombies. If none of you ever played COD Zombies, then I'm sorry, you won't get that, but you should probably go play COD Zombies, to be honest. It's good, it's fun, get some friends. Now, I'm not saying like you don't have any friends, but you should get them before you play it, because it's more fun with other people. That probably went downhill, but never mind. We'll just kill the rest of these, pick up that heart, as we just take damage there. But using the ability to get out of that tight spot. The destructibles in the environment can just drop hearts like that sometimes, so it's worth just destroying them. And this aura coming from this room just means there's either a room aura or a challenge. So this is a challenge one, like everything's frozen. So we can walk around and we don't have to fight this room at all if we want. But if we hover over this, stasis, can you win with powers reduced? Activating the stasis event will unleash the enemies and curse you with reduction to all rune levels. So there's a heart there if we need it. Just get rid of these. We can't hurt these at the moment. But if we run into this, the room will start. And if we complete it, we will get like a challenge. So I'll just run into a couple of them to unleash those Novas. Just to give me a bit of an advantage against all these tiny enemies. That's what that like class ability is really good for. It's clearing lots of small enemies because that happens. This is a rune, by the way. We just picked up a water rune. Which I can now show you. But status event complete, we get to pick something. So we can either pick up a light rune, an earth rune, minus 4% cooldowns, or plus 20% knockback. These you find and can pick up pretty easily. Knockback is pretty useful, but I just circle people, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go for the cooldowns for now. We also leveled up, so we get to select a trait. Rune infusion, picking up runes gives you a buff based on the rune type picked up for 10 seconds. That's not particularly useful because you don't pick them up that often. Gives a 10% chance to cause a force on enemies in a radius around the enemy that is killed. Damage dampening, if you're near destructibles, spread 7% of the damage to it. And toughen gives 10% chance on taking any damage to increase your armor by 10% for 7 seconds. I'm going to use gravity collapsing because I can avoid a lot of the damage, and the damage dampening stuff isn't particularly much. And having your armor increase by 10% for a bit when you get hit is not the most useful. We'll make our way back up here. Actually, I can show you this. If I press escape, it's going to bring up this menu for us. Shows all our stats, our like traits that we've got, our runes that we have, and then with these runes we can place them in this combiner. And depending on the runes in there, we can combine them into different spells. So we have a droplet spell. This is an AoE spell apparently. That's pretty good. So we'll put that in our second click spot. The cooldown is about twice as much. But with that minus 4% cooldown, it's going to fire a little bit quicker. We have some hotkey spots, which I don't particularly use, and storage spots. These combiners we will have a look at later, but a double combiner, you can put 2 runes and make a new spell, which combines 2 of them. A triple one, obviously, you can combine 3. But I don't think you can get them in the demo. Which I think is a bit silly. You probably should get 1 just so you can see what the difference is, but as you can see we can fire 2 spells now. Oh, there's a speed rune as well. We'll craft that just to show you what it is. Oh, you gotta wait 5 seconds when you move them about, so you can't just spam it. But this one just fires really quick bolts, which might be better with the lightning because they're both happening really quick. Okay, we'll keep that for now. So entering that room, there's big groups of people, so we just need to avoid them. There's also a little mouse or something. Ah, don't get trapped in. And luckily we do have quite a lot of range on this speed ability. I'll pop the ability just in case they get to us. Ah. Luckily you don't take too much damage at this point. But with this big range we can kill stuff from afar. Light rune. Sorry about So we now have magic missiles, which, when they come off cooldown, we can fire, and they make a weird noise. And they also reduce our cooldowns by 10 seconds. That's a lot of things being fired very quickly. I like that. I don't know where the cooldown comes from. Every time you shoot it, it should go down by 10%. But that is kind of our lowest cooldown one. All these three are the same, I think. Sparks a bit more. We'll keep that for the cooldowns at the moment. Just so we can show off all the different ones. I can change this first ability that I started with. I'm just choosing not to because I prefer it. Or I really like it. We'll move into this new room. Look at that. Just circle these guys. Oh, these ones are kind of burrowing themselves around. Take out these mages. We're a bit too quick for them to hit us with their abilities, so just don't stand still, and you should be fine. I don't know where the other enemy went, but this seems to be one of two ways to go. But we haven't come across the stairs yet. There's something like 9 floors altogether, but only 3 are in the demo. So if you complete, well, there will be stairs to 2 more floors. And once you complete the 3rd floor, there's a boss, and then that's the demo. But obviously we might not get there if we play badly. But we seem to have some pretty high DPS on these 2 abilities, just by the number that we shoot. Oh my god, okay. That was a lot of buffs being given to these people all of a sudden. Oh, they're not all coming down one way. Run. I don't know if I'm just not getting hit that much or they're not doing much damage, but we seem to be alright for health at this point. That's him down. This doesn't lead anywhere, so we need to go back to this part of the map and head up to try and find our exit. Nope, one more. Up here. Oh. Now these guys. Oh god, those are blocking me. Knocking us back there. There's one. Hopefully we will find some combiners soon, as that will allow us to create like completely new spells. You can go left here. It's always worth exploring everything. Oh my god, run through it. Take this out, quick. No. Die, mage. It's always worth like killing everything because you get XP from it all, and then the XP gives you extra stats and the traits and stuff. So if you're not killing everything, then you're a bit silly. Okay, we've got a shock rune. We can use that to upgrade our one in a minute, if I remember. Which I'll probably do because it seems to be one of our most useful abilities. So using escape, because this one uses a shock rune. If we pick this up and then place it back on that spell, you can see the shock rune at the right went up to a 1 rather than 0, so might give us some more damage or something. Who knows? We'll carry on this path just to see what we find. These guys run around in circles. They just like follow it. Oh, unless you go too near. Fire rune. Speed rune. Select a trait. Reduce the effects of room auras. Same thing, gives 20% chance to cause a force on enemies in a radius around an enemy that's killed. On pickup of items, lower your cooldowns by that. Every 30% of your life lost become phased for a few seconds. I don't plan to lose 30% of my life, so we'll just go for the gravity collapse level 2 and see if we can actually see it happen at all. I don't know if it has been, but every 5 enemies it should do something. What it does, I have no idea. Just looking for a heart container, maybe. Ah, nothing in there. Okay, stairs are here. Floor 1 complete, we can then get some permanent stat increases. So, minus 4% to cooldowns, crit chance, movement speed, earth levels. We're going to go for cooldowns again, and we'll just stack that. Every floor you can choose to save and leave, and then load back in later, or you can move to the next floor. Sorry about that, we're now back and on to floor 2 here. We've already got a event room, or whatever you want to call them here. Ooh, fire. Life's perils are rarely expected. Evade wild fireballs as long as you can. Let's do it. Oh, you only get 1 chance. I thought it was going to be like a health-based thing. Well, we failed that one, and obviously if you fail, you don't get the extra trait. So, probably have been a little bit more aware there, but never mind. We're just going to take out all these. When they die, they should like open up a vortex or something which holds people in place. Oh, was that it? That might have been it. That probably is it. Like pushes in, yeah, it pulls them towards the dead person. We'll pick up that health. The firewall took off us. That's there. Light rune, speed rune. Oh, the dark rune from that box. We haven't got any combiners yet, so we'll just carry on looking. See if we can find any. Hopefully we will, or this will be a bit of a fail. Evade all that. Oh god, these pull you in. Take that. Run! Run, you silly creature. Take out one of them. Yeah. Nice easy chance to get that now. Pick up the fire rune. They don't disappear when the room finishes or anything, so there's no need to pick them up until the end. But just do it because we're going past. Sorry about Skype. Down and to the right. Oh, there's an air rune. Didn't notice that. Don't remember it being there. Oh, there's arrows. Crap. There's firing arrows. Die, arrow firing bandit. There's more Skype. Apologise for Skype. Go away, Connor. Probably. I don't know what this mirror does, but just take it a little bit slower. Kill each of these. I'll end Skype off this room. It's the smite chat. Somebody's decided to speak up. Go away, bug. Oh, one more. Okay. Silly Skype. Do not disturb. Okay. Here again, and we have to go to the left. There's a lot of hearts everywhere, so I don't think we'll be dying anytime soon. Down there. Okay, there's a gate. Why is there a gate? I don't feel safe by the fact that there's a gate. There's a rather big alien-y thing. Not too sure what they are. Just bugs, beetles, something like that. But I guess we need to try and take him out, but we'll leave him till last probably. Take out the mage for now. Ah. Seems to have a lot of health. Luckily these little guys don't. At least we know where this guy's going to go, so we can kind of like follow him. Oh, oh, no. Seems like a good tactic. Get in his line of sight. There we go. So we've got a double combiner that allows us to combine 2. So we'll go for dark and fire. So I haven't crafted this one yet, so I have no idea what it's going to do. Slow burn. Causes the player's bullets to deal additional damage, but over a long time. So we'll swap that out for those magic missiles. Put one of them in a storage thing. So we'll wait for this to cool down. So I don't know if that's like a buff on myself. Yeah, it is. So that's pretty cool. Don't know how long it lasts, but probably lasts until the cooldown. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, it's going to be hopefully good against these. Causing them to burn, which is good. Maybe they explode? I'm not too sure. Oh, past them. Yeah, I want to see if it explodes. Seems to have like reduced my general damage and then given it burning instead, which seems a bit bizarre. I'm not sure why I'd want that. See, he's doing no damage anymore, but he's burning stuff. So this one that's glowing might give us a double crafting thing again, maybe. It seems to be the general idea. Oh, it seems to be healing a lot, so we need to kill him very quickly. Which doesn't seem to happen. Okay, let's kill the rest of the stuff. Deal with that on our own. Now put the magic missiles back in. So we've got more bullets going at him. Wait the 5 seconds. And then lead him down a single path. Where we can keep punching him. This is gonna get really annoying. Okay, the Nova killed him. We didn't get anything out of it, but what can you say? So that was an aura room, the one that the door was just kind of glowing, and it just gives all the enemies like an extra stat, 10% or something. So a lot of them got toughness, which means they're slower, but they have more health. And just different things like that. So it just makes the room a little bit different to how it would normally be with the enemies that are in it. No, don't get pulled in. Do kill them. Dodge the arrows. Oh, so I guess we should put that as, 1. So I can just use that. And then everything burns. I have no idea what this second mouse thing that appeared is about. That happens every now and then. See, it's gone now. But it was there for a while. This one's healing as well. It's crazy. But we got a double combiner from that. So, let's go air and earth. Some of them have extra buffs on, so that's like 5% bullet size. That's 5% bullet size and damage dealt. But I think I might have done that before. No, I haven't. I'll see what that is. Bullets have greatly increased knockback for a short duration. I'll throw away that one. And so now we have 2 abilities that we can activate just as it goes, and then our stuff's going to do more damage. So I guess that's what those slots are really for. Never found any of those the first time I played through, so that's pretty cool. So it's going to have increased knockback, and increased damage and burn and all this great stuff. Gotta remember to activate them though. It doesn't seem to do anything to the skeleton. Doesn't seem to do anything to many of them. The skeletons, you got to run over their corpses to stop them spawning again. Unfortunately. a little annoying. But that's what makes them different with them and their low health. That was the last room. Mind rune there. Do need to go find some health if there is any. Oh, we can go down through this one. Go see if we can heal up. Where is it? Oh no, it's in the room above. Grab that. We'll go find the health in the other rooms just to give us a bit more of a chance at defeating that boss later. We're probably going to get up to full health with that one extra heart in the top room. There we go. Back up to full. And we'll go down to room floor 3. So we can get an extra mind rune, an extra +1 to fire levels, +10 to crit damage, +2 crit damage, or random. I've no idea which one of those I want, so we'll pick random. We got a mind rune. Not the best, but who knows? Can you combine them there? No. This is a light rune. Sure, let's level that up. We can put a fire one in there? Yeah, we can. So this dot damage is 127%. We'll see. We'll try and get some more combiners. And see what we can build later on. So there's 2 aura rooms here. You can go up, right, and down. Get them out. Fuck it, we'll go up first. Standing still obviously allows you to hit more, but you get hit more. So, gotta weigh it up. Give me that rune. Yeah, got it. And move like crazy. What is it? Oh, it's the healing one. Ah! Go away. Whenever you cast a class ability, lower your other cooldowns by 5. That's not that useful considering they're not really cooldown related. Well, like our actual abilities that we're using are way lower than 5. Gives 10% chance on spellcast to release an extra bullet that does 2 damage. We have a lot of bullets, so that might be useful. Picking up runes gives you a buff based on the rune type picked up. Again, increases health pack healing by 3. We're going to get this because we're firing a lot of things, so very often we're going to fire that extra bullet that's just going off there. Which is nothing now, but if you can level it up a few times, might actually give you something. They've all got knockback, which is kind of scary with this many bats going around. They don't seem to be following me either, so just a bit random if we hit them. Let's use our abilities there. Fortunately, health going down quite a bit because there's not really much I can do against these guys. Except, yeah, okay, we died. Go down to floor 3. Those are our stats. There is a boss. Oh, whoops. There is a boss at the end, but it was just a big ball of slime the first time, which obviously split into smaller ones as it went. But that is the main idea of runers. The combining spells doesn't seem to do enough at this point. They're all like different, but none of them seem to be that useful or that epic that you'd want to like play this and craft and find out every single combination. They're all just a bit kind of, oh well, it does something but it's not actually much better, so I'll just use the original ones. Maybe the triple combining ones will actually change that in the full game, but this is a demo on Steam that you can download whenever you want. For free, it's like 200 meg, so pretty quick to download. And give it a go, see if you can complete it. Gives you a nice hour worth of time for nothing if you're bored one day, and see if you can do better than me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope the mic has been okay, and leave me feedback on that if you want. But thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you again soon.